Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Night, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris, so let's dive in. Today I'm with Colton. Hey Colton.
Hey Boris, how are you doing this morning?
Good. All right, so there's been some updates in regards to PancakeSwap. We did a video the other day that was the old way of staking. It was either manual or automatic to stake cakes. Now they've switched to a flexible and locked versus locked system. So let's have a look at this to understand the difference and stake properly our coins. So this is what we have. If we go to the pools, so that's the difference. So now you see 261%. I locked in basically some coins, and which is another problem. If you lock, you can only lock a certain number. You cannot do partial. So you can either be flexible on your pool, or you can be locked. Once you lock it in, you lock it for a certain period of time. So in this case, I've locked in for 1 year. And you can even extend, on this. And if I extend, you see at the bottom right here, 261%. If I extend by 1 week, it becomes 265. If I extend 10 weeks, more than 1 year, then suddenly it's 309%. If I extend it for another 52 weeks, which would make it 2 years at that point, that'd be 509%. So it's adding a multiplier. Now the numbers is going down. Right now it says 261%. It's going to keep on going down. At first it was because there was very low liquidity. People are not switched over. You see at the very top it says MasterChef V2 migration. So if you had some PancakeSwap stake up until now, that means you were on V1. V1 is gone. There's no more V1. So right now you're not staked. Your coins are not making you any money. You need right away to click on proceed. First, you need to unstake them from, and they tell you unstake your LP tokens and cake from the old MasterChef, which will connect to your wallet, which will run a smart contract, which will cost a few coins. I mean, it'll cost very, very little. It'll be like less than $1. Once they are unstaked and your contract been successful, then the number 2 is going to light up, the one that's underneath, where you restake your tokens and your cakes on the V2. Once they're staked, they're automatically inflexible. Flexible is not as good. It makes you, now I can't really show you right now because I'm already running the locked, but if I was in flexible, it would be making roughly right now about 13-14%. Now the flexible, you can take that money out at any time, and it makes you 14%. And that number is going to go down as well. It probably dropped to maybe 10% over the next few weeks, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Now, when you lock, you can lock and you can choose to lock it for a certain period of time, and it adds a multiplier. So if you lock, let's say for a month, you like 5 weeks is one of the choices, you would be jumping from, let's say 14% right now to about 80%, 70-80% by staking and locking for 5 weeks. Now, I've chosen to lock for a year because I'm a long-term holder. I've told you guys, I'm almost tempted to add another year or 2 years, whatever, and say like stake for the next 3 years, locked, and give me the maximum return on the money. Because I'm like, who cares? This is something for the very long term. You get a multiplier. Now it's 260. Like right now we see it's 261%. Last night, not too long ago, it was at 320%. So it's gone down quite a bit in percentage, but it's because at the very beginning, I've even seen a few videos where people at very first, when they first got in, they were at like 5, 10, 100,000%. But that lasted for no time. It was because the liquidity pool was almost at zero. There was no liquidity in the pool. The more people are going to stake, the more the percentage is going to drop. So be ready for the percentage to keep on dropping. Where's it going to drop to? We don't know. But I would estimate that it'll probably be, a much lower percentage. Like maybe it's going to lower at some point down to like 60, 70, 80, 100%. It's difficult to know right now. It all depends on how much people are staking and for how long.
Yeah.
Now, there's another cool thing. You can still stake on Binance 30 days, 44%. And that doesn't change. It is 44%. So if you want, that's what I've done. I've taken some of the coins from Cake, and put them in Binance. So at least every 30 days, I have some cakes that I could potentially sell if I wanted to. And then I do the long-term staking for, getting more bigger rewards, all that stuff. Now, the 260%, was it going down? Because it has to be sustainable. They're here to stay. So if they pay too much at some point, either the coin is going to become worthless and that won't be helpful, or the percentage has to drop. You have to also remember that there's an unlimited supply of cakes, but they only release so many a year. And with the release that they have every year, making it easy for everybody to understand, it's like having an inflation of about 18-19% a year. So high inflation. So that's why they pay you a good APY, on unlocking those cakes. So still a good project, still pretty cool, I think, to invest in. But now they've changed with that flexible versus locked thing, where it used to be only it used to be very flexible, so that was nice. But you potentially could gain more percentage with the locked. And who knows, we'll see over the next few weeks if it drops further or if it slows down and then it doesn't drop anymore. I know that when it was the old pool, the V1 MasterChef, I had started it at 88% last year, like early last year.
Oh, wow.
And it dropped eventually to 64% and then stabilized around 64, 63%. And then it wasn't dropping anymore. So who knows? Right now it's at very high percentages. Maybe the 260% might drop to, let's say, 110%. Who knows? But maybe then they'll stabilize around 110%, and whatever the number is stabilized in. Then after that, it might be smooth selling and no more, choppy things. So
Yes, sir.
That was pretty much the update on this new thing, and as you can see, it's pretty nice. I mean, it goes, I did it in just 24 hours now. I do have, almost 16,000 cakes staked on this one. So that's, quite a few cakes, but at least the advantage is in less than, if I say roughly, it's been about, I've staken about 12 hours ago. So in 12 hours, it's made me 61 cake, which roughly is about $500 in 12 hours only. So pretty cool thing, to do cake staking. So I think that's it. Any questions, Colton?
From my side, it's pretty straightforward, Boris. Thank you for the update today. Thank you.
All right, perfect. We look forward to see you on the next Kryptonite video. Thank you. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.